Hello YouTube! Now that I got my little Ka E-Fed pay-per-view out of the way, I'd like to get into tomorrow night's Survivor Series predictions. Thoughts and predictions, and my thoughts is like, this has turned out to be a pretty damn decent pay-per-view, and hopefully like a best pay-per-view of 2017 contender. Got my predictions right here on my sheet of paper. I'm going to go through the matches, give my predictions for each match, and what I think about it. And let's go. I got the website open. And first match that they list on here is the pre-show match, obviously. Enzo and Ore versus Kalisto. The only match where we have a championship on the line, which being the Cruiserweight title. And my prediction, I go for Enzo to retain. I don't necessarily think that they're going to put it on Kalisto, because, like it or not, Enzo is getting some pretty damn good heel heat. I like to keep it on him, make him seem more like a complete asshole of a heel, so, yeah. And also the next match, we got Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles, and in my opinion, like, this match sounds a hell of a lot better than Brock Lesnar versus Jinder Mahal, because Jinder Mahal, I did say I was going to give him a chance, but he was kind of getting stale as WWE champion. But, hey, like, we do have possibly, like, a phenomenal, no pun intended, champion versus champion match, and my prediction is going to be AJ Styles. And the next match that they have on here, I'm reading this off the Wikipedia page, which is what can definitely be match of the night contender, Team Raw, which is Kurt Angle, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and Triple H, which was kudos to Triple H for stepping in on this, because Jason Jordan kind of definitely felt out of place, and what I got from Triple H giving the pedigree to Jason Jordan felt like the first step to building Kurt Angle versus Triple H at WrestleMania. And also we got Team SmackDown, Shane McMahon, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura, and John Cena. I am going with Team Raw on this, and my sole survivors would probably be Kurt Angle and Braun Strowman. Because, hey, I would like to see Braun Strowman definitely stay strong if they're going to put him into, like, a championship feud, or if they plan on having him continuous feud with Kane. You got to have his momentum continue to be strong, or if they want Braun Strowman to contend for the Intercontinental Championship, because I could definitely see a lot with Braun Strowman with the next year. So Team Raw and my survivors would be Kurt and Braun. And our next match, we got the Raw Tag Champs versus the SmackDown Tag Champs, the Usos and the Bar. Of course, this is kind of weird because we do have a heel versus heel match here, which is kind of weird. But I am definitely going with the Usos on this match because, hey, I find them a little better, a little more entertaining, and Cesaro and Sheamus are a little bit boring to me. So, and also, in the next match on this is also a Raw versus SmackDown match. we got The Shield, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins taking on The New Day, which I do think this is WWE's way of rebooking The Shield in a match, because at TLC we were supposed to have The Shield make their reunion at TLC, but that didn't happen due to Roman Reigns coming down with viral meningitis. And I do think that this will be a fun match to watch, because I'm pretty sure all three of these guys can have good chemistry with each other, and I'm going with The Shield to beat The New Day. And also our women's match, Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss taking on SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte, the new Women's Champion for SmackDown. And this is pretty much a match that I'm dubbing the Goddess versus the Queen. And I'm picking Charlotte to go over. And it was pretty much tremendous that Charlotte won the title on SmackDown, considering, and I thought it was pretty much awesome that she dedicated that match to her father, Ric Flair, and the celebration that followed it where Ric Flair came out. That was pretty much a touching moment at the end of the match. I'm going with Charlotte to defeat Alexa Bliss. It's like her ego needs to be deflated on this one. And the next match that is listed is another Raw versus SmackDown 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series match. The Women's Survivor Series match, which is Team Raw, Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, Asuka, Sasha Banks, and Bayley, versus Team SmackDown, Becky Lynch, Carmella, Naomi, Tamina, and Natalya. Actually, I was going with Team SmackDown on this, but now that I've thought about it, I'm going to change it. Yeah, I'm more or less going to go with Raw. And with my sole survivors, I'm going to go with Nia Jax and Asuka. Yeah, I'm writing this different. Like, I'm good. Because one thing, Asuka just debuted. They want to keep her looking strong if they ever want to put her against Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's title. And Nia Jax also needs to be booked strong in this. So, changing that to Raw, my sole survivors, Nia Jax and Asuka. Originally, my sole survivors were going to be Becky Lynch and Carmella. Carmella, because, hey, you got to keep your Money in the Bank winner looking strong. But more or less, Raw more or less has your has more to gain out of this one. And also, the final match listed, The Miz versus Baron Corbin. This is kind of going to be a hard one for me, because I like both of these guys. But here's the thing, I'm going to go with The Miz to beat Baron Corbin, because, like I said, he has made the Intercontinental Championship relevant on Raw. And Baron Corbin, not to downgrade him, he has improved, but hey, I'm definitely going to go with The Miz on this one. So, those are my Survivor Series predictions, thoughts about this. I do think that this Survivor Series is going to be a great pay-per-view, hopefully decent. So, till next time, till when I see you for my review tomorrow night, peace the fuck out.